Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're jumping right into what it really takes to become a solicitor in the UK. And let me tell you, it's not just about what you know anymore. It's about proving you're ready for the real world from day one.
So, what does it actually take to make it? Forget spending all your time memorizing dusty old law books. The real challenge now? Proving you can actually think and act like a lawyer when it really counts.
And this new benchmark, this whole new way of doing things, is called the Solicitor's Qualifying Examination, or as everyone calls it, the SQE. It's completely shaken up the old path to becoming a solicitor.
And here's the line that says it all. This one phrase, right from the official rulebook, sets an incredibly high bar. Think about that. You're not being tested like a student anymore. Nope. You're being measured against the standard of a professional who's already on the job.
So what does that mean in practice?
Well, it means this isn't some abstract ivory tower exam. It's all about realistic situations. They're testing if you can handle the messy, complicated, and ethically tricky problems that a real client would actually walk into your office with.
And this is a huge shift from the old way of doing things, the LPC. That was mostly about building up that foundational knowledge. But the SQE? It's a whole different ballgame. It's all about application. The big question isn't just what do you know anymore. It's, okay, you know it, but what can you do with it?
All right, to really see this in action, let's dive into one of the trickiest areas of the law of trusts. It's famously dense, so how on earth does the SQE test something like this?
Well, the SQE basically gives you a map of the territory you've got to cover. And trust me, it's a huge map. You're looking at everything from the absolute basics of creating a trust all the way to the super complex and, let's be honest, often emotional fights over a family home. It's the whole shebang.
So let's make this map a little more real. We're going to zoom in on one of the most fundamental spots on it. How do you even create a valid trust to begin with? It really all boils down to what they call the three certainties.
It's this really logical three-step process. As a solicitor, you have to be sure about the intention. Did they really mean to create a trust? Then the subject. What exactly is the property in the trust? And finally, the objects. Who are the beneficiaries? You have to nail all three. Get just one wrong, and the whole thing can fall apart. No pressure, right?
Okay, so you've got this super high standard, a massive map of topics to cover. It begs the question, how does anyone even start to prepare for a challenge this big?
And right away, you're faced with a big strategic choice. Do you go deep with a heavy academic textbook that covers all the history and theory, or do you grab a revision guide that's lean, mean, and totally focused on the exam? Both have their uses, for sure, but when it comes to the SQE, being efficient is everything. Because at the end of the day, the SQE doesn't really care if you can recite the name of some case from the 1800s. What it really cares about is whether you can take that rule and use it to solve a problem for a client right here, right now. It's a modern exam built for the modern lawyer. So, mastering all these subjects, navigating that huge map of trust law, picking the right books, all that hard work, it's all leading to one place, that one final defining challenge.
And here we are, full circle. We're right back to the absolute core of this exam. You have to take everything you've learned and apply it, effectively, when the pressure's on. You have to solve a real-world problem just like you would if a client were sitting right across from you.
Because in the end, that's what it all comes down to. 1. A single, high-stakes set of exams that acts as the one and only gateway to the profession.
And that leaves us with the real question, the one at the very heart of the SQE. The rules are all written down, sure, but could you actually advise a client in their moment of need? It's designed to measure that crucial gap between just knowing the law and actually practicing it. It's not just about what's in your head, but about who you can be for the person who needs your help.